You know, we've all done it, we've all been there, and we've all seen that job application come through. For me, it was teaching. I got an email, £2,500 tax-free. You can live in this sunny city. It's got an amazing picture. And you think, oh blimey, £2,500 a month, do the math, 30 grand a year, I think, yeah, 30 grand a year. Tax-free, I get accommodation given to me, I'll work there for 3 years, I'll come back with the best part of 100 grand. Probably not. You probably won't. Now, I moved to Kuwait. I've lived in Kuwait as a teacher. I've lived in Dubai as a teacher, and I can tell you that the likelihood of you kind of getting rich from living in the Middle East is quite slim. Now, obviously, if you're coming to work for like NBK, National Bank Kuwait, or like National Bank Qatar, or you're going to be in like the top executive company, then firstly, welcome to YouTube. This is where we make videos and share it on an online platform. And secondly, you will probably make some good dosh, some good cash. Now, for me, I lived a pretty simple life when I was in Kuwait because I didn't have a car. I used to take buses. I made a video about my life there, which you can watch up on this card, and later, if you like. And I used to take buses. I didn't buy a car. Like, cars are, it's not like they're really expensive, but it's one of the things which can really eat away. Once you bought it, you've sold it, you've taken the depreciation, you've got the insurance, you have a crash, and you lose all your money, blah, blah, blah. By the way, traffic driving here is crazy. So will you get rich by living in the Middle East? Probably not. Join a health club, that's going to be like 200 quid a month, but you can afford it, right? You can afford it. Go out to eat like the nice fancy American expat Western restaurants. Yeah, you can afford it, right? You can afford all this stuff. Now, I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to convince anybody to change their lifestyle, but when looking at these numbers and looking at these figures, when you get that email, when you see that job offer, you see that you're reading through the paper, you see that application, you see that advert, and you think, I'm going to make an application for this job, and you think, oh my God, I'm going to be rich. Like, will you be wealthier than in the UK? Of course, because, by the way, I'm a Brit, I'm talking about the UK. Same goes for the US. I know teachers in the UK and the US earn very similar amounts. So, like, relatively. So anyway, yeah, you're going to be better off, but you've got to be careful. Like, if you do come here with the intention of saving up and having a nice, like, nest egg lump sum, then you've got to be careful about what you do commit to, what you don't commit to. All these little extras that people like to take out, like the health club, like the fancy cars, like the foreign holidays. As a teacher, you get a lot of holidays. You're only working for about 9 months of the year. So what do you do for the remaining 3 months? You go on holiday and you spend like an absolute prince, right? You're just flashing the cash, you're going all over, you're climbing mountains, you're going on all expenses paid, full package deals. You're going to Bahrain every weekend, you're going to Dubai every weekend, unless you live there already, in which case it's already expensive and you're spending. So you get the idea, right? The point here is, if you come here, and when I say here, I mean the Middle East, I mean the Gulf, I mean Qatar, Doha, Oman, Kuwait, Dubai, wherever, and you do just allow yourself to totally escalate that lifestyle, I think it's called experience stretching, where you get used to, you get accustomed to a certain lifestyle, and then that becomes normal, and then you just keep doing it. If you do have any specific questions about what I'm talking about, you can join my Patreon, patreon.com/Arabic Mike, where I can answer your Arabic language related questions, or your living in the Middle East related questions, or anything really about saving money and how to kind of save and spend and stuff. I did quite well. I saved most of the money I lived in Kuwait, which allowed me to then kind of go and work elsewhere without the same kind of pressure and blah, blah, blah. That's not going to give you a life story right now, but join my Patreon. You can ask me on there. If you do want to join italki, that's a good site for learning languages, links in the description. And until next time, you can check out more videos about living abroad up here and here, and you can subscribe just there. Hope to see you again back here soon, and until next time, bye bye, ma'a salama.